Mayor Pro Tem Power.
Here.
And Mayor Pogencourt.
Here.
Everyone is present. Thank you.
Could you please stand for the invocation, please? And Pastor Gerald Fair from the Calvary Chapel will lead our invocation, sir.
Let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you, Lord, for another opportunity to gather and discuss the affairs of our great city and the business that belongs to our city. And we just pray, Father, that you would be here with us, and thank you for being here with us. And we just pray you give us wisdom and discernment as we continue to navigate, Lord, through the growth of this great city. And Father, thank you for the weather. Keep our road crews out there safe through the night and tomorrow, and all those who are out on the road, watch over them, please. And Lord, thank you for our police and our fire and our hospitals and our schools. Lord, just continue to show favor to this city, and we give you all the glory for it and the praise, and we thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, pledge allegiance.
Please stand, hand over your heart, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Okay, consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by city staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion if no member of the council or audience wishes to comment or ask questions. If a comment or discussion is desired by anyone, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered in listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the city council concerning the item before action is taken. Staff recommendations are shown in caps. Okay, public comment.
Would anyone from the audience like an item removed from the consent agenda? Would anyone on the council?
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Chan?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Power?
Yes.
Pogencourt.
Yes.
So 4-0 vote. Thank you.
Okay, city clerk reports.
We're going to go straight to the public hearing for the transit item number
Good,
5.
okay.
Or do we do public comments? Or?
Not yet. Public.
Public comments,
Any
do I
audience?
have any? Council?
Okay, now it's
No.
comment, finance director.
Okay.
Good evening, Mayor Pogencourt, council members. This is the annual requirement to hold a public hearing concerning the city's transit needs. Before I begin the staff report, I'd like to ask that you first open the public hearing.
Okay. I'd like to open the hearing.
And then if we could ask our city clerk for the details on the notice of public hearing.
The notice of public hearing was published in the Tehachapi News on January 14th, and we have not received any correspondence as of yet. Thank you.
Thank you. Staff report.
So as you know, the city of Tehachapi provides a dial-a-ride service, transit service through Kern Regional Transit. We've compiled some statistics to compare fiscal year 24-25 to 23-24. And that showed that our ridership increased 58%, whereas our total costs increased 5.5%. And although our ridership increased to a number of 4,992 during the fiscal year, this is still significantly down from the pre-pandemic high of 5,729 in fiscal year 2018-19. But we are seeing it come up. The TDA requires the city to meet a 10% fare box ratio, so that's the ratio of fare box revenue to total expenses. The city never meets that ratio. It's almost impossible to meet. But for fiscal year 24-25, that ratio was 1.25%. That is up from 0.54% in the previous fiscal year. And so in order to satisfy the fare box requirement, the city was able to use $17,000 in ARPA funds, as well as then the general fund subsidy of $8,819. And so now, because the city has satisfied that 10% requirement, the city is eligible to receive up to $791,000 in various transportation funding and transit funding. The city does continue to promote the transit service through various communications, through advertising on our website, through our water bills. And we are in fact working with a consultant that is being provided by KernCog currently to work on our transit development plan. So they are going to be conducting surveys from the riders, and we are setting up a virtual public meeting next month. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions. And the staff recommendation is that you receive any public comment, then close the public hearing, and then adopt a resolution finding that there are no unmet transit needs that are reasonable to meet within the city.
Do I have any public comment? Okay, none? This hearing is closed. And then I need a motion
Discussion.
or discussion.
Any breakdown on the ridership? Was it similar over the years? Is like school age kids, seniors, people going to appointments?
So we did see, I think one reason that the numbers jumped up quite a bit from the previous year is in fiscal year 23-24, they did offer a lot of free ride days or in the month. And so some of the data may be a little bit skewed though, in that we found out after the close of fiscal year 23-24 that they may not have been tracking all of those riders that were not paying. And so that's why when we compare our statistics, it shows a 58% increase. It probably wasn't that large of an increase in reality. But there could be some, something to that. By doing those free rides, they may have attracted more riders, and it could be a reason why we are seeing increased numbers.
I have a question. It might be too early to know, but I know Saracoso is going to be, building here in the future, and that should increase the transportation with busing. Is there any way of projecting that, or is that just too early at this time?
I don't know if we can project anything, but we did bring that up with the consultants that we're working on the transit development plan, and so that will be kind of maybe a key piece of what they are going to put in for recommendations, is maybe how we can reach out or promote the outreach to Saracoso.
Thank you.
Okay, so, while I was working for the city also, we have never met the 10%. And that is, you're right, that's almost impossible. And regardless, the city will put out just a fraction of the money we will get in return to meet that. So it is so worth it. So my concern to Saracoso, because I have, ridden that bus before, and at the time there was a handicap bus. It takes a long time, but I believe we only have 2 buses running, right?
Correct. There's 2 buses.
So, yeah, they can only do so many runs a day. So I'm not sure with the Saracoso, because unless we have like a fixed route and it may be tough deal, so.
Correct, but even, I think we've looked into sometimes, the viability of a fixed route, but then concern is you're adding so much costs as well, and you're just deteriorating the fare box ratio even more in that case. But it's definitely something that we look into every few years to see if it's viable.
I'm so happy that we are really utilizing this grant for our road and streets, so thank you. I'll
You
make
said-
the motion.
You said there was about 4,000 riders for the year, approximately?
Yes.
So that's 4,000 people that needed a ride that day. So even though we needed to be exponentially higher to meet the requirement of the law, there's a lot of people using it in that regard. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Sorry, Hannah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna make a motion.
That's okay.
If it's okay, if everybody's making
Making
comments.
Do you make the motion?
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Chong,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Howard,
Yes.
Povenport.
Yes.
So 4-0 vote to approve, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Budge, key community engagement reports.
Good evening, Mayor Covenport, Council. Once again, I get to bring the good news and the fun stuff. We're going to talk about community events for 2026. This is informational only, just so you are aware. My team with Bailey and Nick, they've done the research, reached out to community organizations, and we see in 2026 in the city in excess of 150 events, various sizes. Some of those include programs that TVRPD does that's repetitive, but 152. On the report that I've generated, there's 21 listed that we, the city, run. My department, thanks to the help with PD and Public Works, we provide these community events for the enjoyment of the community, and we do see some people from the outside of Tehachapi area come in and enjoy these as well. But we were really kind of overwhelmed when we really counted. I think Jessica, when she was on my team, we were at like 100 the year before. It was impactful. This year we're looking at 152, and we anticipate that number to be even more than that. That's just the ones that we're aware of that reoccur on an annual basis. And we just want to give you the highlights. And this includes Coffee with the Mayor, which is coming up this week on Thursday. We're doing that every month. We have 11 farmers markets that will take place. It kicks off on June 4th this year, and will run through Mountain Festival weekend, so that's 11 consecutive Thursdays. One of our highlights that we'll have this year is the 4th of July with the 250th anniversary of America. We were going to have a 3-day celebration. So July 3rd, 4th, and 5th, that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be celebrating America's birthday 2 days at Central Park, 1 day at West Park. We're collaborating with TVRPD, Chamber of Commerce, and other community organizations to make it a special day to recognize America's birth in 250 years of the celebration. We are really going to be focused on patriotic themes at all of our events that we do, including this. All of council and available to everyone here in the audience, the lapel American flag pins. We are going to try and do something that's patriotic. So tonight, it's the pins. We've got different things that we want to encourage patriotism throughout the year at these events. Bailey had a great idea of having different things available for the public at Farmers Market. We'll be giving away first 25 kids something that they will be incentivized to attend and then come up and contact us. So we're finding little things that we can give away and promote patriotism. So we're excited about that. And with these other events, there are other community benefits, like our blood drives. We do 6 of those a year. They're 6 of those 152. You know, your 12 Coffee with the Mayors. All of these different events that go all the way down to Hometown Christmas are things that the community benefits from, that our department and the city as a whole puts together, organizes for the benefit of our constituents. So happy to discuss any further, answer any questions you might have, but we wanted to kind of give you a few things to put on your calendar, if you will, early, because there's going to be a lot this year, and we're excited about it. So any questions about our events, what we've done, or what we're looking forward to here in 2026? Yes, sir.
Fireworks going to be bigger and better then, I assume? It's always a big show. But
We'll tell you this, Mr. Smith, is that we are going to have a full parade on the 4th of July. So we're going bigger and better. So starting with the 3rd, we're going to do a concert in the park. We're going to combine that with a movie in the park and have very family-centric on July 3rd. On the 4th of July, you'll see the festivities that we normally have at Central Park, but we're going to enhance those and have more things to do. We are going to include a full parade this year. We've already been in discussions with the VFW and the American Legion, Chamber of Commerce. We're all working together to make that happen. We anticipate a great turnout for that. The kids' parade will continue to be a part of it. They're actually going to kind of kick off the parade. So the kids will be on their bikes to kind of lead a portion of the parade with a police escort. So some exciting things that we're talking about, getting the community involved to make it even better and more special. But the 4th is going to be great. And on Saturday night, we're going to end it with a huge fireworks show that we're famous for here in Kirk County. And then Sunday, we'll do a family day in the park at West Park.
The fireworks vendor has raised the prices significantly. So my plan was fireworks every night of the summer. But, we're gonna have just a grand show on Saturday night, July 4th. But there was significant price increase this year.
Hope it's not relevant to the anniversary
Oh,
of the
sure it is.
country.
Yeah, right.
Well, anyway.
We wanted to do a drone show, but that was $250,000. But we're accepting
It was.
donations. I remember when I was a kid, the fire department would go around door to door collecting donations. Now the city provides it basically as a gift to the city and the entire community in the
I
region.
think they used to stand out on the curb
Yeah,
over there on
this-
Tucker
with
and.
the boots.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
anybody wants
They
to donate
did.
to the cause, we can put it specifically to fireworks, but it's $55,000 for the 15.
But it draws a lot of people.
It sure does.
Yeah.
And
Didn't it
it's
go up
worth-
20,000 then?
Sorry?
Didn't it go up to 20,000? It used to be 35, I thought.
Well, it was at one time. Every year,
Oh, okay.
it inches up a little bit. But we have an amazing fireworks vendor. They're very safe. They work with Kern County Fire. They're shot off from the airport, and people can see it from all around. So we're excited that we can, once again, our budget allows us to do that.
That's great.
Yeah.
We did have a conversation with Chief Duncan from Kern County Fire about all the illegal fireworks seized, if they needed to have a training day, to dispose of those. Maybe there could be something worked
A
out. as part
bonfire
of
of
it.
fireworks.
We threw it out as a possible training event for them, but.
Well, along that lines, and I know you're joking, but the collaboration that you do with everybody is tremendously important. We have so many amazing nonprofits in the community. They bring energy, they bring ideas, but collaboration is key to making something really cohesive. And 152 events. I've worked with Jessica on a couple of events. I mean, that's public safety, road closures, use of waters, bathrooms, porta potties, trash. You're not that far from an airfield, so you worry about foreign objects of debris interfering with the airport. It's a lot of collaboration, but it has a huge positive economic impact in our downtown area, making sure it stays healthy. But it also creates a wonderful community that everyone embraces.
Yeah.
So I know it's a lot of work for everybody in the room, even though the city may not sponsor it, the city definitely has a hand in it. And
Yeah, and
thank you
we'll-
for that.
We're excited that we're able to do that. And as we track the Monster X event that took place
Oh.
at the rodeo and event grounds over the weekend, Greg was one of the attendees, and during the conversation we had today, he mentioned that there was so many people that were recognized from out of town that came from Ridgecrest, Santa Clarita, Fillmore, from other communities to come here. And we know when the data is available, Corey's going to help us out and take a look and see how many stops that they made either before or after the event center, because those things do have an impact economically.
Absolutely.
Super.
And I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad to see all this coming back, because there was a time, a couple of years ago, where we were just real low on all these activities. So it's great to see them coming back in.
As Ms. Power said, we've talked about collaborations, and that's really the key to these events taking place, is it's not just on our backs. We may take the lead in these, or we play the support role in other ones, but it's about community collaboration.
And what I've seen from, 100 feet above, or whatever you want to call it, the collaboration makes it a better product, but you can also prevent a lot of things from happening just that people don't anticipate. And that makes it a wonderful event. When you don't see or hear any negative comments, it's because there was a lot of conversations and a lot of planning that led to that event.
We do, with all these events, I meet with Chief and his team, Tyler and the Public Works team. We have internal briefings for these events. We talk about public safety, structure, what the impact is going to be. And then we brief the other organizations involved, and then we will debrief to see what we could do better. So those conversations are a regular part of all of the 152. So,
Great,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. Okay, Planning Department, Corey, Mr. Costello.
Okay, accepting the Keys comments about the only one delivering the fun, rezoning is fun. Tonight's item, I've adopted an ordinance to amend the city's official regulating plan with assessor's parcel 415-13042, 415-13043 of the Tehachapi zoning code. So real quick on the history, again, this is for Saracoso Community College and their campus on Tehachapi Boulevard. Back on January 12th, the Planning Commission approved the architecture, design, and site plan review. And that parcel for the 6.8 acres of land is currently zoned M1. So our codes allow for simultaneous applications for a zone amendment of the parcels. So Kern Community College District is seeking to rezone those from M1 light industrial to C3 general commercial. So we had the hearing, the first public hearing in front of the Planning Commission on January 12th. We also had the introduction of the ordinance in front of the council back on February 2nd. And the Planning Commission also passed their resolution that, that suggested to the council that they adopt the ordinance to rezone these parcels. So again, back to our general plan consistency, no issues there. This does sort of fit the expectations for downtown West 1A, which is really does look for those sort of post-secondary educational opportunities to enrich the town and region. So this certainly does that with the construction of a permanent campus. As far as the environmental review, the initial study and mitigated negative declaration was adopted by the Kern Community College District back in November, and also the city, as a responsible agency, agreed with the findings, and the notice of determination was filed with the state and the county of Kern. So tonight, the recommendation is to adopt by title only an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Tehachapi, amending the city's official regulating plan regarding assessors parcel numbers 415-13042 and 415-13043 of the Tehachapi zoning code. Happy to answer any questions.
Public,
Public?
council?
Any public?
I did. Nothing came from them. Council?
Looking forward to this. This is gonna be a real big step for us.
This is the last fun step we have,
Yeah.
right, before it goes to building.
So, yes.
Yes.
Mayor Pogencourt and I had lunch together at the chamber, and we were looking at the schedules, and then Hannah and I were talking tonight about taking classes at Saracoso. So, I mean, right here at this table, I know 3 people who are interested. I mean, this is going to be huge for our
And
community.
expanding opportunities with that course.
Exactly,
With the permanent
exactly.
campus, that course list will grow.
It's a game
Absolutely.
changer for our high school students, for sure. Absolutely.
Motion to
Yes.
adopt as presented.
I second it. Very gladly.
Chang,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Fowler,
Absolutely, yes.
and Polencourt.
Yes.
4-0 vote to approve. Thank you.
Congratulations. Let's move some dirt.
Yes, sir.
You have to get a computer class in there for old people, because that's what I was looking for today.
Was that what you were looking for?
Yeah, I was looking for a computer class.
They're sending it out by computer.
There you go. I know, that's the
The notice.
problem. Okay, city attorney report, please.
No, that was consent.
No.
Oh,
We'll go to city
Yep.
manager.
Now it's city manager. report.
Yes.
I'm sorry. City manager report.
Thank you,
I didn't
Mayor
see the
Pogencourt.
snowflake.
Remind everybody, this Thursday, weather permitting, we have coffee with the mayor. And speaking of weather, tonight we're expecting some snow, probably a heavy wet snow if we do receive it. The city is very prepared. The police department, the public works, and all the different departments working together. We've staged different assets and personnel so that we are as prepared as you can be. And we would remind everybody to, travel safe and go about your business, but do it in a safe way. Speaking of coffee with the mayor, it's yet another way for us to communicate with the citizens and vice versa, if you will. Today, at the Chamber of Commerce monthly meeting, we were honored to be asked to present the 2025 State of the City, or the Year in Review. So along with my department heads, we presented Fact House, and appreciate everybody's support, and it was fun to be able to, just from 10,000 feet, hitting the tops of the waves, a recap of last year and our goals for 2026. So it was a great time, and thank the chamber for that ability to share that. And that's all that I have for this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Council member reports. Phil?
Nothing to report, just question some of the activities that are building around town. Any updates? Like there's a 76 station, food thing with it, or?
Yeah, 76 is moving along on their own time frame, which is over in the Capitol Hills area, the gas station. They have not yet named a food court vendor, if you will. They have a drive-through that's not yet been named. We don't have an estimated timeline for their opening.
People ask you all the time.
Right.
What's going on over
Same
here or
with
there?
us, yeah. We can only control certain things, but yeah. Burger Bros, they've got their complete sign off for their city permits and different things. They're right beside Walgreens. I think they are training employees at this point, so I expect they would open in the next couple of weeks. Goodwill opened. We're excited about that, of course. Several of you attended that ribbon cutting. Thank you for that. Can't think of any other.
A few things around it. People
Yeah,
ask about.
forward progress. That's for sure. Forward, good, solid progress.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's all I had.
Okay, Hannah, do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything. Just keep up the good work, everybody, including council.
Just real quick, today the Chamber of Commerce, the department heads stood up and gave fantastic information. And it's just like you said, just a bit of all of what's going on. But actually, what Key said tonight as he sat down was what we can do better. And I think that's something that all of the department heads do. You know, you do something excellent, you revise it, you evaluate it, you go back, you polish it, and after it's done, you go back and say, how can we do it better? How can we serve better? How can we do it less expensive? And I think that is a philosophy of the entire departments. So, and that's something that I don't know if the residents and the citizens of Tehachapi see, but I know the council sees it. That you're constantly trying to do better, and that's fantastic. Otherwise, you stagnate and you don't grow. And in order to grow, we have to have that kind of a philosophy. So thank you all who serve in the public works. I hope you guys are all safe the next few days from the weather.
And I just want to comment that as I'm driving around today, I figured, oh, there would be no movement on some of these construction sites. And the little market up by Aspen and Valley Boulevard that they're putting in, people were working. I went someplace else, the people were working. So it's good to see that, you know, they're kind of like the Postal Service. No rain, snow, wind, or sleet are going to keep them from working. So I was pleasantly surprised. Thank you. Okay, anything else?
No closed session.
No closed session, so I can close this meeting.
My goodness, that was